All right, friends and fans, Greg with Greg's Auto Repair coming at you today. And as you can see, I am not in the shop. I'm doing a mobile repair. I'm working on a 2005 Ford F250 XLT Super Duty. And I worked on this once before. I kind of already had diagnosed what was going on with this thing. Complaint was when you turn the key off, lock the doors, whatever, it's supposed to go through like a time delay cycle, and then it's supposed to shut down the radio and power to the windows and all that stuff. Well, this thing, it doesn't do that. You can turn the key off, pull it out, hit the lock button, and the radio would stay on. You still would have power to all of your windows and door locks, and drains the battery down. And so what we're doing today is getting access to the dash cluster, because there is a solid state relay in there that controls the power to the time delay relay. And so here in a minute, I'll get a chance, I'll pull out the wiring diagram so you can kind of look at one and see what I'm doing. But I have to get access to the dash cluster because it's going to have to come out. I have to send it into a place and have it repaired. So what I'm doing right now is I'm gingerly using some trim tools to get access to this. So figured, like I said in my other video, now that I've got the new camera, some of these videos will be a lot easier to shoot because, hey, I can use both my hands and still hopefully shoot a decent quality video. So this will be the first one in a series that I'm doing that'll be kind of a test of that. So right now what I've done is I put the key in, turned the ignition on, dropped the gear shift all the way down at first, brought the steering wheel down as far as it'll go. And I'm just working my way around this piece here to expose the instrument cluster. And so I'm being really careful. You don't want to break any of the plastic tabs that are holding these things. So I use non-marring tools. I recently picked up this tool. This is a great tool. I love this thing. It's was originally designed for automotive, or I'm sorry, not automotive, airplanes, doing oh, okay, thought my phone shut off on me. Doing the skin on the aluminum for that kind of stuff. So anyways, it's made to, gives you a little more prying surface, and but doesn't mar the plastic or the upholstery and stuff. So, and especially here, those of you guys who have followed me for any period of time, you know I've always talked about how much a pain plastics are here in the desert that I live in. So I've always been kind of, I'm always happy with the fact that I don't have to deal with the issues of rust and corrosion that some of those guys up north and back east have to deal with. But because we live in the climate that we do, plastics and rubber end up taking a beating out here. So it's not uncommon to have trim and plastic pieces, especially under the hood, come on. All right, and I hope you guys are seeing that. Let me see what I got here on the screen, see if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. All right, so yeah, that's going to give me access to what I need. So I've got this back far enough. I'm going to be able to get in here, and if you can see where my finger is, I'm going to be able to get, there's 4 9/32 screws that are holding that in place. I'm going to pull those out. That'll give me access to these 2 plugs at the top. I'm going to undo those, and then the shift selector indicator down below there, it clips in at the bottom. So it's kind of a, if you do this in order, you can do it without having to remove this thing entirely. If I wanted to remove this thing entirely, which I may end up doing just for convenience, all I have to do is go through and just disconnect all of the switches for the climate control and the cigarette lighter and all that stuff. But seeing as how this thing's going to come out and it's going to be sitting out for a while, I'm going to try and just be able to set this back in there like so when I'm done. Because what we're doing is we're removing the dash cluster and I'm sending it off to get repaired. And so that's going to take probably about 2 weeks, with all honesty, the way shipping and things have been going lately. And I talked to the company that I'm dealing with is Auto Tech Rescue, and I've dealt with them on another module, strangely, or not a module, but another instrument cluster, and it was also for a Ford. It was a Ford Crown Victoria that I just did. In that case, they actually had one on the shelf, and they sent it to me, and so I got it and just did a one-for-one exchange. On this vehicle here, I'm not going to be able to do that because there's some programming and stuff that has to be done, and so they ask that you send it to them, and then they'll remake the repairs, and then you don't have to worry about losing any of the programming that's inside of it. So I am going to try and get this light switch disconnected over here. That's what I'm working on right now, so that I can get in there a little easier to get that undone. So I need to put my glasses on. Yeah. All right, here we go. Hey, how about that? I can see. All right, there's the tab right there. All right. And I'm working this light switch connector out gingerly because, again, plastics. There we go. There's that one. All right. And if you guys have seen these and haven't got one, you need to. These are one of the best little things I think I've ever had in my pocket as far as a tool goes. It's a little pocket pry bar. I know there's a number of different places you can buy these. I got these off of a website for a company called JDT Co. out of New Jersey, Discount Tools. And got a 3-pack of them, I think. But handy little clip. It's a pry bar. It's actually not a screwdriver. It's a pry bar. So it's got some spring steel, I guess, or something stronger than just... I know we've all used pocket screwdrivers for years for pocket pry bars, but this one is actually made as a pry bar. And it works good for these little connector releases and stuff. And as you can see, I've already have this little tab is broken off on me already. That's why I love plastics in the desert. Alright, so I gotta work on that a little bit there and there. Get that thing to release. And then we'll pull that off. Alright, there we go. I think we're making our way. Or not. Alright. Well, come on now. Does not seem to want to cooperate today. Yep, there's that one. What do we got here? Maybe. And if I can get that catch to release, it should pop off of there. Famous last words. All right, here we go. All right. Okay. Don't worry, folks. It gets faster. this thing being such a pain in the tuchus. Tuchus is a technical term, by the way. Oh my goodness. That thing does not want to come off. There she goes. Ha! Wowzers. Alright. So that was a adventure. Alright, so let me climb back up in here. And let's see if I got enough room now to move that. Oh, perfect. Alright. So let's see if I can find, looks like one there, and then same on this side here and here. Alright, let's go get the rest of the tooling we're going to need here. Get that out of there. Alright. So, hopefully this is going to turn out to be a good video for you guys. Okay. I thought I brought my little, here we go. Another little tool, handier than a pocket on a shirt, is this little 1/4-inch ratchet from a company called Titan Tools. And I have a few things that are made from them. This is another one. While I'm here in my tool bag, I'll pull this out so you guys can see it. This is a little screwdriver bit holder, ratcheting one. It's also made by Titan. And I bought this in a set. It came with this one, and then a ratchet looks just like it. And then I bought this ratchet after the fact. And yeah, very handy. You'll see here in a minute. So I have a couple of short extensions. And I have my sockets. We're going to go get at it. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm not sure how long the recording time is on this, so I'm going to let the camera run until either it tells me it ain't recording no more, or I'm done with the job. And then my goal in shooting these videos is I don't intend to do a whole lot of editing. I will edit some. There'll be some stuff where if there's a lot of dead space or just looks boring or whatever, I'll probably edit that just so you guys don't have to suffer through it. I do have the ability to edit now, and it doesn't take me a lot of time. That was one of the reasons why I didn't want to edit things before, is because it was time consuming to do it and do a good job. And so I figured it was better just to shoot a video and kind of leave it, you know, what you see is what you get type of thing. You guys have watched the channel for a while, you know. But I also know that sometimes editing's gives you guys a better experience. So I'm going to do that where I can, where it's not going to cost me a lot of hassle, and then move on from there. All right. So yeah, we're just about at this thing. I'm going to take these two screws off. And then I'm definitely glad I disconnected the headlight switch, even if it was a pain in the tuchus, just because it gives me much more clearance to be able to pull this bezel back and get at it. So, all right. Yep. All right. What do we got here? Well, I just dropped the socket because that seemed like the thing to do, I guess. Why not, right? What good is a video where you don't lose tools? Okay. Where did that thing go? I heard it drop. All right, folks. Come along with me while we search for the socket. Hey, I never promised you exciting content. I just promised you content. Ah, there it is. Yeah, excitement's over. I gotta get my little magnet out. Here's another little handy tool that I got It was actually given to me from a class I took, but it's just a, you know, your generalized pocket screwdriver. Got a great little magnet on the back of it that when I first got it, I was like, yeah, whatever. Can't tell you how many times for stuff like this, that little magnet saved my day. All right, let's get these other sides out. Get this done here. All right. One more screw. I'm just putting the screws up here in the cup holder. Like I said, this is going to sit while we ship the cluster off and wait for it to come back. So all right, here's the last of the screws. Climb back up in here so I can get to that connector. Disconnect it. Alright, so there's two connectors on this, and they both unlock the same way, but one unlocks to the left and one unlocks to the right. Those are both right here in the top, and what it is you've got a little release tab up on the top, and then you've got this cantilever that you've got to do. And these things can be a pain in the neck, just to let you know. So, all right. So the goal here is to release the tab and slide the lever. And on that Crown Victoria I did not too long ago, it only had one. But it was the exact same type of lever design. So that seems to be Ford's common practice here. Alright, so I had to put my glasses on because I'm old and my eyes aren't as young as they used to be. So I can see what I'm doing. Not that that's going to help me any, but hey, it makes me feel better. I'm sure it makes you feel better watching this, knowing that I can see what I'm messing up instead of just blindly messing it up. Alright, now then, see, maybe we can get this side to go. I don't know. Alright. And everybody I've talked to about these have said these little things are a pain, and be prepared. So there you go. I guess knowing that it's a pain in advance doesn't really make any difference. Alright. Okay, and I don't want to break this tab, so I got to be careful with it. Okay. I do like the cantilever type of connection for security, because once it's locked in, you don't have to worry about the connector vibrating loose, causing connection issues, which I've seen on some other vehicles. So it's a good idea. Just older vehicle, sometimes this stuff gets dirt and stuff in it, and it doesn't want to release like it's supposed to. And that's kind of what I'm running into here, I think. Although this one's not as dirty as that Crown Victoria I did the other day. I really wish I'd have had this camera set up to shoot video that one. That was a pretty cool job too. Or at least I thought so. I don't know. You guys may not have enjoyed it as much as I did. But anyways, let's see what we got going on here. Is that the tab I got to push down? Yep, there it is. Alright, cool deal. Alright, so there's one. Then you roll that all the way forward, and that comes out. Okay, and then I do the same thing on the other side over here. Gotta find that tab, press it down. Oh, I think I got it. Yay, there we go. Alright, there's that one. Okay, And they're color coded. The plug-ins are color coded. You got a black and a blue, and the sockets that they go into are color coded as well, so you don't have to worry about mixing those up. Not to mention the fact that the way the harness is, unless you get in there and really unwrap a bunch of stuff or whatever, it's going to naturally lay in the direction that it's going to connect anyway. So I don't think that's going to be a major issue. All right, now then, do I have enough room to do that? Yeah, there we go. All right, now I got to get to the bottom of this as carefully as I can to undo the shift selector without causing damage. Okay, I'm kind of doing this. I'm not going to be able to show it on video. I'll show you what I got once I'm done, because again, don't want it to damage. Basically, it clips into the bottom here, and there's two clips that hold it in place, and so you have to undo them. There you go. Gently work that out and set it off to the side. There you go. All right, and she's done. There you go. And that's the dash cluster in its entirety. And so yeah, we're gonna put that in a nice safe box, ship it off to Autotech, let those guys do what they do. All right, so I'm gonna set that off over here for now, and we're just gonna set this all back kind of down to where it doesn't look too bad for the customer when he comes home. All right, put that back in park, pull the key, I'll put it back where it was when I got here, and that's about it. All right, so that was it. I know there's a lot of dead space in this video. I'll probably edit some of that out, but that's basically all I came here to do today. Pull this dash cluster so I can get it sent off. Thought you guys might find that enjoyable, and I guess you'll let me know in the comments below. All right, those of you know me know how to get a hold of me, and found this video interesting, want to see more like it, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see something different, let me know. If I can accommodate you, maybe I will. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.